everyone, welcome to my game room. I'm doing a game room tour like so many of you have asked for. I don't really feel like I want to because I don't feel like my game room's anywhere near ready for a tour, but something you guys have wanted and I said I'd do it at 500 subs and I've just passed 600, so it's about bloody time I do it. First thing I want to say though before I start is if you haven't seen the trailer for episode 9, please go and watch that over here. So at the end of Stupid Derek's new video, because my new episode 9, is actually a collaboration between me and him. And it's just fucking amazing. Chris just watched it. What did you think, Chris?
It's pretty awesome. Loved it.
So please leave a like and a comment on his video while you're there. If you mention me in any way, whether it's my show or my name, just tell them that I sent you and you'll have an extra chance at winning one of the 10 free games in the 500 subs competition. Okay, let's just get this over with. So this is my game room. This is where I spend all of my time. I even have my computer just over there, which is where I do all the editing. In fact, come here. Man, watch this. See this? Actually got it loaded up. And for any of you who've used Sony Vegas or know what it's like to edit, this is what kind of effort goes into a new Game Quest episode. Plus, I'm not even finished. There's a little bit more I've got to do here to stand it out a bit, and yeah. When I feel like a break, I get up. I move my couch over, so it's pretty off-center at the moment. I sit here and I play my consoles, my newer ones. I've been playing Bioshock lately, as you can see. I got my 5.1 surround sound, got 2 speakers at the side. I got a subwoofer down here. I work at a warehouse, and our warehouse sells a lot of things like these cabinets. And I decided to pick up a few, and I've sort of got like a cube system going on. I've got dedicated cubes to certain things, so all down here, which is probably my favorite part of this entire thing, and it's barely got any games in it, is my Dragon Ball collection. I haven't actually picked up any figurines in a long time for Dragon Ball because I've been focusing on collecting video games. But I've got quite a bit and I really love them. Back in here, I've got my Famicom games. If anyone's seen the first couple episodes, I picked up the Super Famicom and just Famicom Dragon Ball games. I've got my Son Goku's one of my favies. I'm really happy I picked that one up, but that was only about $30. And it's I'm a kind of person that I don't open sealed things, even if it's a collectible, if it's a game. If it's sealed, it doesn't get opened. I've got some more stuff here. I actually picked these up for $5 at a Toys R Us, and I've ripped that one, so that's upsetting. And then down here, I've got Big Goku. I've got a couple of big boys here. I need to actually super glue that back on. That just fell off one day. Didn't even move it. Just fell off. Started collecting the Dragon Ball Z Kai Blu-rays. They're actually really expensive, so I stopped, but they're really great. I need to finish that. They're a lot of fun. And then down here are my Dragon Ball games. I've actually taken a few out because I had doubles. But I've got the entire Budokai collection on PS2. I've got all of the ones on 360, and that is the worst Dragon Ball game ever. Please do not buy it, unless you're a collector like me, and you for some reason feel like you need to have it. Got the HD collection from episode 5, I believe. And then I've got Box Legend, Legacy of Goku's Boo's Fury, and Dragon Ball GT Transformation. Plus that one, Attack of the Saiyans. I actually haven't played most of the Game Boy ones. I started playing Legacy of Goku, and it's really friggin' hard. So, my favorite ones are definitely the fighters. So next up, I'll talk about my Dreamcast games from episode
6.
6? See, Chris knows. Wow, that's impressive. Okay, so down here, I've only got a couple more since then, but we didn't really go through them in the episode, so I'll go through them now. I'll have to start off by saying, I've said it a few times already in various places, like on Instagram and Facebook. I love the Dreamcast covers, the PAL ones, for us. It's not often that we get better cases. I mean, you have better PlayStation cases. For those of you who don't know, all of our PlayStation cases are like that. Just standard default black and white writing. So we get gypped a lot on some cool things, but you guys really got gypped on these. So I've got the Sonic Adventures sealed, which isn't open. I've got Plasma Sword. some of my favorite ones. Plasma Sword by Capcom. Virtual Fighter. Virtual Fighter is one of my favorite fighting games, purely just because of nostalgia. They haven't aged well, but got Quake 3. Got this one was my first Dreamcast game, and it's a sealed Jet Set Radio, which I paid $20 for, which is probably a little bit too much for my liking, but it's sealed. So I got Power Stone 2, which I played for the first time the other day with Chris, and it's really, really, really fun. I love that game. The first Soulcalibur, another game that I'm really happy to have in my collection. Also got MDK2, I'll show you that one actually. And Hydro Thunder. Hydro Thunder's sealed. MDK2 is a game that I used to have on PC when I was a kid, and I love that game. I freaking love it so much. Got Phantasy Star Online. I believe that might be, yep, that's a sealed one as well. Sega Rally, great game. WWF, Attitude, that's sealed as well. Railroad Tycoon, Ducati World, South Park Rally, Dynamite Cop, I'll get that one out, that's a fantastic looking artwork. Vigilante 8, Choo Choo Rocket, Speed Devils, Royal Rumble, Suzuki, I've never seen or played that one, All Star, and Buggy Heat. Buggy Heat. I mean, some of those are just filler games, and I don't really care much for them, but the Dreamcast collection I've got is I'm really happy with it. I'd want to finish it, get it up to there, that would be really pretty for now. Alright, let's sit down on the floor here, and we'll go through some more Mega Drive games. A while back, I got a box full of Mega Drive games for $30, and it was pretty much everything you see here bar a couple of games. A lot of you asked me for the list of the games, and I said I'd do it, and I never did. I get really busy with the channel, so again, I'll spend some time on the Mega Drive because I've actually really been enjoying it lately. If I didn't get it in that box of 30, I'll let you know. I got a couple of sport games. As I said, these ones are hiding at the back. I got Dynamite Heady. All of these are box complete. Every single one is box complete. So you have to trust me on that. So I'm not opening every one. What else have we got here? We got Gunstar Heroes, box complete, which is really cool. Got Marco's Magic Football. That one's actually the dog-eaten Global Gladiators from episode...
Might be 6 as well. 6? I think I was there, because you were really upset about it.
Don't know, can't remember. See, they're starting to pile up now. But what's really cool is I got another one in that box, and this one's not eaten by a dog. And the reason why it's cool is, despite how much I regretted it in that video, when I actually started playing it, by a lot of you guys' recommendation that it's a good game, turns out it is a good game. It's really fantastic, and it's a lot of fun to play. So now it's a really funny memory to look back and see how much I hated it. Columns, Battletoads, box complete on the Mega Drive. As I said, this came in a box, $30. Also came with a few Sega CD games, which are really hard to find. So, I mean, that game alone's worth $50. I think Gunstar Heroes is around $70. That one wasn't in the box. That one was in from one of our episodes, Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. That's a great game. These weren't in the box either. Street Fighter 2 and Spider-Man. They're actually Genesis games. But Genesis games play on the Mega Drive, so a lot of people don't know that, and they sell the Genesis games pretty cheap because no one buys them, thinking that they can't play them. Yeah, Australians are stupid. I got Havoc, which is a really cool looking game, as far as the artwork goes, and it comes with quite the beefy manual and a pretty cool looking cart. Not sure on the worth of that one, but that definitely came in the box. Sonic 2 and Sonic 1. Ugh. Again, one of my favorites from this box was Clay Fighter. Had a lot of memories of that. I believe I played it on the 64 when I was a kid. I played it on something. What do we got here? We've got Road Rash 2, Tintin in Tibet, Space Harrier, and Bloodshot. The other ones are average. Road Rash is a really cool game. I was introduced to that on the weekend when my friend saw it. He said, let's play that. Batman Forever. Hey, Chris, I heard that snigger. Another racing game, fairly average. Hurricanes. My friend said that was a good game. Haven't played it. I feel bad for not playing some of these, but I only have so much time, you know. Echo the Dolphin, now that is a great game, and I also have it on the Mega CD down there, which is great. Rocket Knight Adventures, fantastic. Judge Dredd, no idea. I can only imagine it's as good as the new movie. Take that how you will. Flashback, Super Thunderblade. Some of these don't mean a thing to me. Lethal Enforcers is a really cool game. Yeah, I can't go into too much detail about everything. I'm messing up my order here. And Krubel. So that was all that came in that box. So you will finally have that answer. I'm sorry it took so long. So Alex the Kid. Alex the Kid. Street Fighter and Lion King. Lion King's a great game. I'll show you these because they're not really easy to come by. Got Dracula's Unleashed on the Mega CD. Got, I can't even pronounce that. Soul Fierce? Is it Fierce? Soul Fierce?
Soul Fierce.
And Cobra Commander. Turns out I could pronounce it. Sherlock Holmes. Echo the Dolphin. Road Avenger, which is a really cool looking game. And Chuck Rock 2, which is a great game. I'm really happy to have, even just have a Mega Drive collection because of how hard they come by. I don't think that's just here either. I think Mega Drive's really hard to come by everywhere because they didn't sell very well. The original Nintendo Game Boy. Chris actually gave this to me for $10, which is a really great deal. We help each other out a lot. We give each other great deals and we swap things that we need in our collection. So that's really great. That's actually in really good condition. Then I got the Pokemon Game Boy Color, which is getting dusty, but again, it's also in really good condition considering I got it for pretty much free. This one's hard to come by and it retails for about $80. Then I got a yellow Game Boy Pocket and a pink one. The pink one's very faded on the front, but I got this for $2. Can't remember how much I paid for that one. My Game & Watches, I got Donkey Kong. That was $10 at a garage sale. And then Pinball, which was $2 or $3 at a garage sale. Both are in really, really great condition. I got my 3DS XL, which currently has Pokemon Y in it, which I very recently finished. A couple of Tamagotchis I picked up on the weekend. I don't really know where to give them at home, so they're there for now. They were 50 cents each. And down here, I got a pretty beat up DS, but I got this for $20 with Pokemon Fire Red, which I really wanted to play, so I picked that up. Really, like when I first started collecting, that was one of the first things I bought. I got the original Pokemons. I got a whole bunch of Game Boy games in here. I won't bother going through all of them because my favorite ones are at the front anyway. So we have Metroid Return to Samus, Mortal Kombat 2, Mario and Yoshi. There is actually a few other really cool ones in here, like Amazing Spider-Man, which is hidden back there. Couple of Simpson games. I have got some really good Game Boy games, but I won't go through all of those. Also, I've got boxed Pokemon Crystal, Silver, and Gold, all complete with the manual. And then I have the cases for Pokemon Heart Gold, Pokemon Soul Silver, Diamond version, Pearl version. They're all complete as well. My DS collection is very, very, very small because I don't play handhelds. I buy cheap ones that I pick up, and I also buy ones that I want to play. I bought Myst because I wanted to play it, and ended up being a really, really horrible port. I mean, Resident Evil Mercenaries, I bought that because of Resident Evil, and that's actually really average as well. So my handheld collection isn't that great as far as games. Down here, I have the Lynx, and I don't like how it's getting dusty, but I actually have the box for it. We'll come up here. It's hidden back here. But there's the box for it, and that is in great condition, and the manual is in there as well. I even have a little nifty carry bag for it inside. Which also has a boxed Ninja Gaiden 3. And that's complete with insert game and manual. And I've actually played this one, and it's very fun. Being in Australia wasn't easy to come by. Actually, Tyler, who did the collection video for us, sold this one to me for a really great price, and it even came with these 4 games here, which is Batman, Hockey, Toki, and Scrapyard Dog, Scrapyard Dog, so that's fantastic. At the very bottom, we have my abysmal PSP collection.
dust on it.
Yeah, you can tell I haven't played my PSP in a little while. When I first got it, I was playing it to death. I believe it most likely has Kingdom Hearts inside. Yeah. I have a Kingdom Hearts cube over there, and that's got my Kingdom Hearts stuff in it, so that's where that's hiding. But I've got Samurai Showdown, Prince Persia Revelations, Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker, which is a really, really bad game. And then this is my favorite piece, which is Final Fantasy IV and the After Years. And it's actually sealed. I never intend on opening it because there's actually Final Fantasy IV on the DS, which is a much better version to play. And this comes with a little white cloth and a little card here. So this collection, I actually picked this up for $5, which was just ridiculously amazing, from a warehouse that was selling a bunch of games they had doubles of. So that's definitely my favorite piece of that collection. And yeah, I don't give the PSP nearly enough love. I'm definitely a Nintendo handheld boy. But I remember when I flew to Melbourne, I took this thing with me and I played it in the plane, in the buses, in my hotel room. It was just a great, fantastic time. A lot of times when I pick up random manuals for my consoles, I'll just find them around at garage sales and stuff. I put them in here. So I managed to pick up a manual for the Mega CD in case I ever get one. Not sure what that is. One for the Mega Drive, one for the Sega Saturn. So that's actually really cool. I picked the Sega Saturn manual up, and then later on down the track I actually bought a Sega Saturn. So this one up here, it's an arcade power stick for the Mega Drive. Found this for $20 at Cash Converters, and that's a really great price for Cash Converters. I've been playing with this a lot. I always bust this out when I'm playing my 2-play games with friends to show off. I guess while we're going through some of these handhelds, for those of you who watched my last episode, the Treasure Island Game & Clock, let's get a close up and personal look at it. It comes with this bubble wrap and manual, which I'll put up there. And this is in amazing condition. Every part of it is in amazing condition. I still haven't taken the batteries out, so we can probably get it to annoy the hell out of us if I press the right thing. Nope. No, I can't. Okay, well, it works. And you all know how much I love Zelda. I'm going to show you all my Zelda games, which, again, all found locally. So, at my local Cash Converters, I found Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. It's in okay condition, but I only paid $15 for it. I'm really happy with that. I have Legend of Zelda on the NES with the manual, $5 for that whole set. Really happy with that. Chris paid $5 and then gifted me the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, the Japan cart, which is really, really cool. Definitely one of my favorite pieces. I love it when I get gifts from my friends. Speaking of Chris giving me gifts, he actually picked up the Legend of Zelda 4 Swords on the GameCube, which if you have me added on Facebook, you would have seen me ranting about how happy I was. I'm still looking to find Winwaker not in Platinum. I paid like $5 for this, so that was a really great deal, but I hate Player's Choice games. I hate Platinum, I hate Classic, I hate anything like that, so I've got to find it, Black Label as it were. I kind of do have a version in Black Label, which is the Legend of Zelda HD Wind Waker, which I'm still trying to play through and finish. I don't really get much time to sit down and play that, but that is really, really great. And then down here, Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. Now, I picked this up fairly recently for $10. I had this on release. I got it as a Christmas present with the Wii on release, and I loved it, absolutely loved it. Traded it off when I got my 360, and getting it back was really, really hard because these have become really hard to find and really rare, and they're still worth about $50 if you find them. So finding that cheap was really good. I also have Skyward Sword, which is probably, I'd say, my second favorite Zelda game. This actually came with the collector's edition or the limited edition pack, which has a few other goodies in here, like a pretty beefy book. So it's got the manual, and then it's got a symphony card with all the music and who composed it. And then it has the gold controller, which is really nice. And then some manuals and whatnot. Now, GameCube is my favorite console to collect for, but unfortunately it's also one of my weakest collections so far because it's so hard to come by these games and hard to come by them cheap. But I feel like I've covered a lot of really great basics. So Resident Evil 1, 0, and 4. They're all in really great condition as well. Someone's tried to hair dry off a sticker there, which has left a little bit of a welt, but that's just a matter of replacing the cover eventually. But apart from that, they're all boxed complete. They're all complete with manuals. Lost Kingdoms 1 and 2, which are by far my favorite GameCube games, not just because of nostalgia, but because of how awesome they are. I've talked about these so many times in so many videos that I'm not going to go into them again, but I definitely check them out. If you have a GameCube, pick them up. This one is the one you need to play. This one's just fantastic if you have love for the second one. Star Fox Adventures, which is my favorite Star Fox game. A lot of people, there's mixed reviews on that. People either love it or you hate it, but I absolutely love it. Pikmin, which you might, if you're following me on Facebook, you might have seen that this was something I was looking for a long time, and I was really ecstatic when I found it because these games run for about 50 to 60, and I picked it up for 15. Pokemon Colosseum, another hard to come by game. A lot of these are hard to come by because they're GameCube. I also got Super Smash Bros. Melee. All these are in really great condition. Sonic Adventure Battle 2. Mario Kart Double Dash, which is my favorite Mario Kart game. Metroid Prime, which is my favorite Metroid game. This is why I love GameCube. All my favorite games for these series are on GameCube. Luigi's Mansion. Rogue Leader. Day of Reckoning 2, which is my favorite wrestling game of all time. Spider-Man, Mary-Kate and Ashley Sweet 16, Enter the Matrix, Scorpion King, World Wrestling Federation, and Turok Evolution. Some of those are very average, some of those are really great. As I said, it's my favorite console to collect for, but I haven't had much luck collecting for it. Here's where I sit on my beanbag, which is over here at the moment. Ooh. And I play all my retro games. And I've got my Mega Drive here, which currently has my multi-cart with a bunch of games on it, like Streets of Rage, which I tried finishing on the weekend and didn't. I got my PS1 Slim and PS2 Silver Slim. They actually both use the exact same cords, so it's really handy to just plug them in and switch over when I want to play them. My 64, which currently has Pokemon Stadium in it, which is a great game. My NES, which has Shadow Warriors 2 in it. That's what I was playing last, which is another fantastic game that I love. Got a GameCube up here, which has Mario Kart Double Dash in it. And Sega Saturn up here, which has the Die Hard Arcade, which is actually a really fun game. I find it fun. A lot of you could dispute that it's a horrible game. I wouldn't disagree with you, I just find it fun. I've got the iToy version for the Dreamcast, which is the Dream Eye. I got some light guns up here that I've stashed away, so a Dreamcast one, the Zapper, and a Mega Drive one. No, sorry, a PlayStation one. For all of those great. Oh yeah, and hidden back here, it's a Master System. Pow! I haven't found somewhere to put these yet, so they sort of hid down here on the floor. These are my Commodore 64 games. I got Rambo 3, Gryzor, Knuckle Busters in there, Colossus Chess 2.0. This one's probably my favorite. It's just a greatest hits collection that has Bubble in there, which was a great game, and a bunch of other really great games. A couple other things in there, and then you got like a whole bunch of just loose ones, and you got like power packs and stuff like that. So I picked this up for $5 in this really old crappy suitcase, mind you. Starting with, I got Kid Icarus. Now some of these are the Power B carts, so the artwork, I actually prefer the artwork on some of these. Kid Icarus has a really nice looking design there on the front. I've also got, I'll take out some cool ones. I might end up taking out almost all of them. But got a US Little Mermaid cart and Ikari Warriors. I've got Ice Climbers in here. I've got Cassilian. I've got Super Mario Brothers. That's a really cool Super Mario Brothers cover as well. So that's a nice European version of the cart. Assuming I have so many of the usual ones, or the normal ones, it's nice to have a different version. Tecmo Star Force. We've got Duck Hunt, Got Shadow Warriors 1. Should have seen that coming. I have Manic Mansion with the manual, which is one of probably my favorite NES game. Just for nostalgia, and Lucasfilms makes some really great games over the years. Marble Madness with the manual. Wizards and Warriors 3 in there. Top Gun, which is a really bad game. Faxanadu. I got Hook, which is nostalgia. No one likes it but me, but screw them, you know. Donkey Kong. California Games in there. Double Dragon 2. These are probably my favourite ones that I have. I've got The Simpsons, Bart vs. Space Mutants. I have Mega Man 3. And I have Ghostbusters 2. Now, all of these actually have peeling labels on the top. And I picked them up fairly recently, and I need to glue them back down. But once that's been done, these are in great condition. I'm pretty happy with Mega Man 3, needless to say. Some box games here. I've got Home Alone 2 that you saw, and I have Mario Brothers up here that you saw. I've also got Mario Brothers 3 boxed complete, Mario Brothers 1. I've got 2 of these boxed complete now. Got Robo Warrior, Digger T-Rock, and To the Earth. Now all of these are in perfect condition. For $5 each, that was awesome. Finding boxed games in the wild is really hard. We're doing alright though. This is probably one of my most impressive finds in the wild. This Maxi 15 pack actually retails for about $120 to $150, and I picked it up for $20. And I used to have it when I was a kid and played the hell out of it. So that's my game room tour. I've come a long way in the last 5 months, and you've actually seen a lot of my progress, and you've seen me buy a lot of my collection. And in the future, as the episodes go on, you're going to see me buy a whole lot more, and I appreciate you all coming on this ride with me and going from what I had to what I have now. So thank you all so much, all so very much. One last time I would like to say, please go over and check out the trailer for the new episode. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be online 2 days after this is released. So get excited, head over there, give that a watch. Come back here and give me a like and me a comment, and let me know if there's anything in here that you're jealous of, or there's anything in here that you'd like in your collection. Not so I can brag about it, but just let me know what I have that you think is cool. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Chris, for filming. Didn't say anything, but in the meantime, beat 'em up. This is your last chance to enter the competition. Go back to episode 8 and comment and like and subscribe, and you'll go in the chance to win one of 10 free games. You've actually seen some of the games you might win today in my collection. Beat 'em up.